Hello, my fellow Devil's Rejects, and welcome back. This game is called Arcane City Saya no Ikari. So I've been doing this series for a really long time now. I really like this series a lot. So I am going to be I'll do like a little summary of where we're at right now. God, I can't talk. So the epic Lovecraft visual. Did I just say Lovecraft? God. Okay. Lovecraftian visual novel crossover continues, with avatars of the outer gods and great old ones missing, and universes throughout the multiverse continuing to collapse. Saya has joined up with Chris, Cassidy, Lithania, and Mike to hunt down the responsible party and hopefully find her father, Professor Ogai, again. Content warning, guys. 18 plus. Plunts. See? Maybe I shouldn't even be recording right now. What the frick? 18 plus, there's gore, sexual references, and lots of disturbing stuff. And kiss the fourth wall goodbye. Special thanks to their friends at Nitropolis for letting them continue the story of the characters from the legendary Vienne Saya no Uta. Remember to save before choice points. Okay. It isn't over till the credits are finished rolling. Oh shit. I also want to show you guys that my playlist of Arcane City 9 videos. These are all the games they've made that I've recorded. This was the first game I've ever played of them, which was this one. November 28th, 2019. Look how different I look too, a little bit. So my cat ears and all that, my brown glasses. I mean, I guess I don't look super different, but... And this is CB Radio Lover. That's the person that always helps me and tells me when there's a new game and all that, which I really appreciate a lot. So thank you very much, Radio Lover. And let's play the frickin' game, shall we? Let's see how loud it goes. Enjoy the story. My name is Saya. That's what I've been called for as long as I can remember. I was once like my siblings, a floating, mindless blob forever circling at the center of a chaos, lulling a horrendous force with dreams everything into being. I'm just gonna turn it down for myself, so I'm not screaming at you when I'm reading. That's perfect for me. Okay. That is until a professor freed me from my eternal obliviousness of playing a terrifying flute, bringing me into a material universe. Man, it's all coming back to me now. I actually remember all of that. I learned quickly that what it meant to be alive, what it was like to be a daughter. I read, I observed, I fed, I fucked, I murdered. I fell in love with a human boy named Fuminori. He was very unique human, to put it mildly. While other humans would see me as grotesque and terrible, his damaged sensory organs let him perceive me as perfection and beauty. Even after I restored his senses to the default of his kind, he vowed to wait for me in a white room in an asylum. I, unfortunately, could not wait. I took off parts unknown to find my missing father. I almost said I took off his pants. Okay, listen. It's been a night. Professor Ogai. My search spanned a multiple of universes. Of course, I would find the occasional doppelganger twin of my father, but that wasn't what I was looking for. I wanted the original. I wonder if I can... Okay. I was just wondering if I could get just like a smaller thing so I could see the image. Okay, next. In one of those versions of Earth, I found several presents calling me ominously powerful and erratic in nature. I had encountered avatars of the unfathomable monstrosities that made the multiverse work. Chris Saffron, the Blue Man, avatar of Yog Sothoth, itself a very dangerous force that enjoys winding and unwinding timelines and life forms, like spools, eating them until they never were. Linthenia McIntosh, avatar of Shub Niggurath, as indulgent as she is destructive, priding itself on reproduction and control over the darkness of nature. Mike Veritas, avatar of Nyarlathotep, smooth-talking, fast-moving, electrifying, and able to parry or dodge anything I've ever witnessed. This aspect of the faceless god Nyarlathotep, perhaps entropy in the purest form, is still a mystery to me. Lastly, Cassidy Solaris, avatar of Ozathoth, absolute madness, creation and oblivion incarnate, and that to which I owed my existence, as Azathoth was the sleeping entity that I soothed with my flute in my early years. I bonded with these four and came to know them over time. They informed me that my beloved father, Professor Ogai, had died, which shook me to the core. However, I had a role of sorts, and if I fulfilled it, they would restore him. Powerful creatures interlinked with the multiverse had been vanishing, starting with the Yellow King from a place named Carcossas around New Year's 2020. That was the first of many missing entities. Even Chris, with his omnipresent sight, could peer across the multiverse and find out where these life forms were at, and that this was extremely disturbing as he was basically omniscient. At this point, we had been searching for well over a year linear time, and we have narrowed down several universes where Chris suspected that they might be located, perhaps abducted by some unknown force. The search continues. Hell yeah! I love this so much. Oh, the car? That's actually me. Since I've been hanging around with Cassidy, I've learned to tap into my original substance, and that includes conveniently being able to alter my form. Apparently my role includes being transportation. This shape was from a movie that I liked. I can't hold the more complex forms for an unlimited amount of time, so I usually prefer something similar to the girl that Hermione uses to envision me as in his work Moin. While a little more mature as I've grown a bit as a life form since then. I think that I shine up pretty well, don't you? Yes. When I'm not just digesting people through their DNA-based pairs anyhow. Since we've been doing this, we've encountered some goofy universes. One of the candidate versions of Earth happens to contain the most awful superheroes ever. And as much manga as I've read, I can say that confidently. Candidate Universe 1. The Terrorizer. I want all the money in the coffee shop now, and don't make me ask again. It's all digital now. The Terrorizer. Didn't I say not to make me ask me again? Give me the digital whatever it is then. I just want money, damn it. Ah! Super Slim. This looks like a job for a Super Slim. Unhand her Terrorizer. Super Slim proceeded to fire his ray of power at the friendish criminal. Yeah, how do you like that, villain? Boom! The coffee machine exploded and caught on fire, Slim's volatile plasma energy washing over it like a pulsating wave of current. Oops! Super Slim Slim, you won't stop me. I'll get all the money of this place, and then after that I'll continue my crime spree of robbing the coffee shops. We'll see about that. I put 2 of your allies behind bars recently, including that Manassas horror suit with this modified Z-29 prototype weapon starter jacket. You're next, criminal scourge. Super Slim sent a massive shockwave of power through his punch. As it landed on the Terrorizer's face, meanwhile, the plasma wave continued to spread, catching a Preytron on the fire and burning up a wall. Ooh, that's not good. Of course, the Terrorizer fell down the counter as the barista caught on fire and immolated with a chill scream. Oh crap. My heroic deeds are done here. Time to turn invisible with my cloaking power and make my hasty exit. Hopefully the police will be a bit understanding about the casualties caught in the crossfire. Sometimes the hero business isn't easy. Chris Stockholm, not so fast. Looks like this is the second time I've got Deus Ex Machina things for you. You look familiar. Have we met? Yes, but you wouldn't really remember it, as the timeline no longer exists. Chris proceeded to wipe Super Slim's plasma beam attacks in the timeline, restoring the coffee shop and the lives lost. Of course, this brought the Terrorizer back to being awake as well. They surrounded him menacingly. Menace. It's hard for me to say English. Very minor nuisance, but one that needed to be dealt with. Mike Veritas smirked at him. It was obvious that this Terrorizer was used to being the biggest and baddest, and Mike's towering mass clearly intimidated him. Mike threw a blur of quick punches at the villain, disabling him. Sometimes it's so easy. I'm ashamed of myself. Mike effortlessly tossed the Terrorizer upon the counter and then flipped him the bird. That doesn't appear comfortable, Michael said. Doesn't matter. I'm sure he's going to get a jail cell to sleep in anyhow. Thanks for your help, good citizen. You should be careful though. Swine like this are dangerous. He could have hurt you. I smirked. Super Slim, have you seen a man wearing all yellow, bearing a strange symbol, or anything out of the ordinary? Even for this city lately. Maybe magical devices? Magic? Yellow signs? That doesn't sound like something I'm familiar with. However, the person who sees everything in this town is a police informant of mine from the Household Patrol Division, Officer Mike. Household Patrol Division? Chris, what kind of world is this? Chris chuckled and shook his head. The doctor office takes forever. I hate being stuck in the waiting room and there's not even anyone else in here. Freeze, Household Patrol. Do you realize that you're in violation of Penal Code 47-924-741? You're sitting here without wearing a mask. Oh no. But I forgot it, and there's nobody else here. Silence, citizen, you have filled this city. Droid, and release the pain toxin. Ah! That'll last a few minutes. Now, what if it was the real illness? That'll teach you not to wear your mask. So, from what Super Slim said, Officer Mike is patrolling around the medical plaza right up the street. Yep, I sense him. And wow, that was funny. He's your counterpart in this universe, Mike. A cop? Me? Hilarious. I'd be giving out citations for stupid parking and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Cassidy, when we all agreed to split up and go scurrying in the multiverse to find out where the missing entities are, I don't think Chris meant kill everything in each universe. This is an efficient method for us to locate a missing god. If the Yellow King or his captor are here, they would be the only ones to survive by absorbing all of the life on this version of Earth. Oh, Lithuania. I forgot how kind of... Okay. Oh, wait a minute. All these dead people's bones? So much calcium. I can eat it all up and spit out so many new life forms. Yummy. Wow, Officer Mike from Household Patrol. I knew I'd heard that reference before, along with Super Slim. Household Patrol is one of my favorite manga. You mean in our world this place is a manga? Yep, so is Super Slim. Guys, enough fanboys. I'm probably the biggest fan of manga and anime here, but we have a mission, remember? Greetings, citizens. How can I be of help? Can I get your autograph? What he means is, we're part of a secret government unit called Strike Force Midnight. Yeah, Strike Force Midnight, and we're investigating unexplained phenomena in cities. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary around here lately? Well, now that you mention it, there was a report of a weird disturbance the other day at the lobby of the Guild House Hotel. Just walk a few blocks up the streets and you can't miss it. Hey, wait a minute. The officer looked at Mike Veritas. Don't you know the rules about wearing white in Labor Day? K9 unit, arm the fabric paint cannon. Mike Veritas proceeded to super speed over and knock out both Officer Mike and his robot sidekick. There can only be one. I don't think that quote applies in this particular situation. It sounded cool though. Well, this place looks nice, but something seems weird here. Hey, there's the hotel manager over there. Excuse me, miss? Yes, can I help you? Yes, ma'am. We're with Special Government Division Strike Force Midnight. We're investigating rumors of strange happening in this hotel. Or you can call us SFM. Oh, that. It's not the lobby. It's room 108. People keep going in there and not coming out. Everyone is afraid to go there, so we shut that entire floor down for now. We'll look into it. Oh, thank you. If you take the stairs over there, I will lead you to floor 1. It's currently locked, but it's currently locked out on the elevator, so that's the only way to access it. Thanks. Something feels weird. I advise we proceed with caution. We pressed on, nervous, to room 108. The door looks normal enough, but if Chris says it feels weird, something probably is. Should I save? Is it there? Okay, I'm saving. We'll be fine. Let's go. We proceeded throughout the door, which led us back out. Into what looked into the same hallway, only much more decrepit and time-worn. A feeling of unease caused me to tense up. Did we just travel through time? No, this isn't time travel. The door was quantum entangled to its counterpart in another universe, meaning that this is yet another version of Earth. Someone left this as a message for me. This was personal. Personal? What makes you say that? Chris pointing at the paper hanging on the door. See, this is the beacon piece of a summoning ritual that Blue Man avatar Yug Sothoth, aka me. Holy crap, you're right! Who could have gotten their hands on that kind of magic? It's not like Attract the living manifestation of space-time incarnate is available from every corner drugstore. Spot on. Somebody's either trying to get a favor from me or piss me off. With this weird haze that I've had in my head lately, I can't seem to figure out which one. There's not very much that could throw me off this way. Chris folded the paper up and put it in his pocket, opening the door to 108 yet again. Afterwards, this time it opened to an actual hotel room, sparse with only a desk and some papers on it. Looks like they forgot to pay for room service. Yuck. Wait, look at the paper on the table. Dear idiots, I have all of your missing entities. Saya must die. Bring her to me. My patient wears thin. You will kill her for me? For me? I gasped. Someone wanted to destroy me? No. You're not going to tell them kill me, are you? Nope. Don't be absurd. Yeah, you're like his pet or something. Mike, not cool. Sorry. Let's go find this numbskull. We made our way from the hotel to a barren landscape, which was sparse and apocalyptic in nature. It looked more like Sahara Desert than the lush, muggy Ohio River Valley. Ooh, I like that. Wow, look at that creepy old carnival. don't want to go there. I've been to one like it before. They're really bad. Okay. We pressed on. I freaking love carnival stuff. Oh, I'm excited. Hell yeah. My instincts are telling me that this is where we want to go, but we need to come up with a plan. Sorry, it's getting late. But I really want to play this game. Okay. Okay, so we're not going there. We're going to the dive-in theater. Okay. Rule number 1. When approaching a really weird situation, always listen to Chris's intuition. What's rule 2? Okay, obey rule 1. Okay. A jubilantly out-of-place girl walked up, carrying a waitress tray. Hi, I'm Pelia. Can I find you a seat so I can take your order? I know we're quite busy today. 2 in your party? Yeah, so... Why are you taking orders in a destroyed restaurant? This place is super busy today. We just remodeled it. Are you saying I don't work hard? Is that what you're saying? If you got a problem with the service, you can just take your ass out of here and go someplace else. I didn't say that. Yes, you did. Don't lie to me. She's not lying. Calm your ass. You come into my restaurant and start dictating orders. I'll tell you what. I'm going to make you both soup. I mean that literally. I'm going to chop you both up and make you into soup. The hell? Don't threaten me with a good time. Gurgle, hiss. So this is how it's going to be, eh? Hiss. Need a hand? Maybe. A quick blow. That was all it took. Somehow I missed the strike that she made with her tongue. It pierced my chest and my thoughts began to fade. If only I had made a different choice. Oops. Okay, I've replayed the last part. Good thing I had saved. So I'll take the special. If you want the special, I can help you. Give me just a moment, find a seat, and I'll bring it right out to you. That's nice. Pella proceeds to bring out bowls and plates of human entrails and remains. What the hell is this? It looks yummy to me. Waitress glared at Mike. If you have a problem with the order, maybe you should stop being so lazy and fix the damn food yourselves. I slave hard every day to make this place stay beautiful. Now for the main course. Her skin and body had changed into something grotesque. Her posture taken on a threatening tone. The plates smashed as they hit the floor. This is how it's going to be, eh? What? I attacked the creatures furiously, taking bites from her body as I did so. Oh, okay. A familiar voice came from the background. While you all were chatting with the locals, I managed to sneak in the back office, and I found yet another door into a different universe. Along with another summoning ritual directed at me. Whoever is behind this is really going out of their way to play scavenger hunt, aren't they? It was then that I noticed that the hired help was still alive, barely. He will be displeased with me. Who? Did someone send you to kill us? Yes, and he is a god. You would be lucky to bask in his presence. I hope he forgives me. Teeth erupting from my palms, biting into her flesh, answered that no forgiveness would be available. Now that is a good meal, I thought to myself. We made our way to the doorway as I pondered what the universe that lay beyond would be like. Yeah, I'm curious too. Passing through this gate is making me dizzy. This seems strange and familiar. Wait, I've been here before. This universe is E1982, a version of Earth where the deep ones of Innsmouth ran an island nation called Yoda. Time runs differently here than it does in their universe. Wait, is this the retro 1980s universe where you hooked up with that princess chick? Chris left the girl with gills. Shut up. We should head into town, climb aboard. Teehee. Uh-oh, this is the part where she changes into a car. Something about all this seems familiar. Deja vu, maybe? I don't remember you telling me that you've been here before. Ooh, I like this. Cool. Wow, this place is certainly bright. It is, but it seems more barren than the last time that I was here. Where are all of the people? I pressed on silently, exploring the streets. The structures themselves were lit up and bristling with a dull neon energy. Yet the lack of life was obvious. What had happened here? I can't feel space and time, and it's getting worse. Something is beyond wrong, not only with the universe, but with the makeup of the entire multiverse. Dude, aren't you space-time incarnate? If whoever is behind this mess is dampening you, I'd say we might be having a problem. I hope Cassidy and Lynthenia are doing okay. I don't know. I can normally keep in mental contact with Cassidy no matter where or when she is. Right now I'm having a hard time even. I interrupted Chris's thought. Hey guys, I hear someone that way. We fumbled our way down the side street to take a look. Bar. The Ministry. Who are you? Hello, beautiful. You come here often? Who are you and how are you here? This entire city is empty. My name is Oprah. You all must be new to town. You came on a bad night, that's all. I don't trust her. How rude. That's very rude, I agree. Apologize to her, Saya, now. What? I will not. Hold her for me, boys! As I struggled, the guys proceeded to each grab one of my arm. Peculiar, I thought to myself. I didn't think it would be possible for anything to influence these two except for maybe the hold that Cassidy seems to have over Chris. With no warning, Oprah's skin began writhing and shifting, as if a macabre oil painting. My master will be pleased with first this is for being such a pain. She proceeded to reach out and slash at my chest, fingernails searing hot to my flesh. Ouch! Not only will you surrender yourself, but your friends will be absorbed by my lord as well. This is a fantastic occasion. Meanwhile, Universe H. Something is amiss. I can barely sense my Christopher. This should not be possible. What the hell, sister? We need to curb this nonsense and go check this out. Never get between a princess and her man. Wait, I seem to be able to communicate with other versions of him. From different time periods? Different universes? I cannot say for certain, but whatever form of him that I am in contact with, it is very dangerous. That's hot. Lynthenia crackled. Oh no. Bring her, drag her if you need to. Guys, what are you doing? Oh, let go of me! I proceeded to let loose an appendage of my own, taking a bite out of Oprah. Her body shifted even more. Hiss! Do you really think that you're intimidating me? I gathered my strength, turned my arms into protoplasm, slinging Mike and Chris to the ground and then pinning them between the membrane layers. Oprah's body kept doing some shifting on its own. Code, insert that blue man fell at 2023. Okay, make that blue man attack. The blue man from drive. Ready, run. Really? Slender Woman? Can we get more generic with the nightmare fuel? I mean, at least try something scary. You don't even... Without warning, I got quiet, became frozen, not so much with fear, but a sense of paralysis. You have upped the stakes, and so shall I. The landscape changed into a behemoth of nightmares, contorted faces and appearing on the ground itself, as a flurry of glowing orbs and tentacles ravenous with eyes and chomping teeth emerged from the mantle. That face reminds me of an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Or was it Goosebumps? And they were all aliens and the kids were playing basketball and they brought them up to their spaceship. Then all of a sudden they kept seeing the alien faces that looked like that, and that actually really freaked me out when I was a kid. I just had to say that. That blue man, you are not supposed to be here. The dreaded avatar Yog-Sothoth proceeded to hurl its ravenous orbs through Opera, tearing her apart bit by bit before a blue lure enveloped her completely. I looked to the ground. Strangely enough, Chris Saffron was just waking up, so this could not be him. As yet, it was him. And yet, it was him. What the hell happened? Wait, what? He looked at the landscape and the humanoid upper torso of the blue man, puzzled and frightened. How are you here? I'm you. You are a shadow of what was. In other words, you're me from some point in the future. Maybe you can answer this, why I'm locked into my human form, and why Mike and I severely weakened right now. Mind of Azathoth. With that, the landscape returned to normal and the creature vanished. Everything is breaking down and overlapping. I must attempt to manifest and communicate with this primordial version of Christopher, which I have been sensing. Be careful. Care is irrelevant. I can sense you. I can feel you lingering. You're everywhere. Hello? Surrounding were infinite, an infinite mind. My appearance has changed. Why? Cassidy kept walking forward towards the light at the end of a hallway. What the hell's going on? Strange, Cassidy thought to herself, this looked almost identical to Mike's cabin, and yet a few misplaced items gave her the impression that it most certainly was not. She felt quite powerless for the first time in her life. A familiar voice rang out and face both known and yet somehow different. Weathered by time entered her view. Whoa, who are you? Why are you in my house? Your place? How is this yours? This looks like Mike's cabin. Mike's cabin, sure. In the games, Mike's cabin was designed after my place, but in real life this is my... Wait, are you a fan? Am I being pranked? Pranked? Yep, where's the camera? Did someone put you up to this? You look familiar. Have I seen you at a convention? What? You and I are connected. Well, I can't say that I'd mind doing some connecting with you, but honestly, I don't think we've ever been formally introduced. Mr. C gave off a nervous grin. My name is Cassidy. Oh wait, I get it. Is this cosplay? Are you wanting an autograph? Maybe a selfie with me to show some people on Reddit or Facebook horror page? Cassidy was becoming a bit frustrated at this version of her beloved. I'm Cassidy Ray Solaris, not a fan of whatever creative works you do in this universe. I felt you calling to me and I came to you. Wait, that's not possible. Cassidy Solaris isn't real. I mean, I'd love for her to be real, but she isn't. Oh, I assure you, I'm quite real. She pressed the tip of a fingernail against his neck, slowly running it down his chest. Okay, you're definitely real, alright, but that doesn't make you Cassidy Solaris. He stepped back, embarrassed. My name is Cassidy Ray Solaris. I am the avatar of Azathoth. You summoned me here. I came into being on December 24th. Mr. C's eyes widened, a deer in the headlights. He had never told anyone the last snippet of information. Was it really possible? Look, I don't understand how this is plausible. Last I checked, you're a creation of mine from a visual novel series that not very many people read. Visual novel? Sort of a mix of literature and PC game, heavily inspired by Japanese culture, but in my case, I set the games in a universe based heavily on the mythology created by H.P. Lovecraft. Interesting, so you are the dreamer, in other words. Dreamer? Wait, is this a reference to Demon Azathoth? That's precisely what I mean. Well, if you put it that way, I suppose I'm technically Azathoth from your perspective. You created me as the avatar of Azathoth in the world you manifested, correctly? Yes, why? Therefore, I'm an extension of you in this game that you have created. I guess when you put it that way, yeah, as is your significant other, And apparently I make a pretty good looking girl. Cassidy smirked, wrapping her arms around Mr. C and hugging him closely. She then put her lips on his left ear. We need to figure out what I'm doing here. I felt as if you summoned me, perhaps from somewheres within your mind that you aren't aware of. Well, the truth is that I'm bad health, so I've been lax on my creativity. None of my work seems to get noticed anyhow. I've been working in all these projects, music, visual novels, arts, alternate reality games, and so on for a while now. Not noticed? Yes, or worse yet, panned and then alienated by the cliques involved in the genres. I don't really adhere to the typical protocols in the art forms that I create. And there was a former associate who went off the rails and alienated some of the audience in the beginning. That's shit. What an asshole. I'm sorry, Christopher. I wonder, are you genuinely concerned, or are you just saying that because I built it into your personality? For all I know, you could be me in some weird way, feeling sorry for myself. Cassidy gently kissed his lips. You worry too much. I mean, yeah, that was nice. I suppose that given these revelations, I'm always with you. Surely you know that, right? Don't be so hard on yourself. It won't do your health any good. She pointed to his head, then to his heart. I suppose so. I'm just depressed that a lot of people don't even bother paying attention to the content of Arcane City visual novels. Hello, I love the content. It's beautiful. I was actually talking to my friend about this when I got a message that there was a new game out, and during the drive I was telling him all about it. He's like, oh shit, okay, cool, so I'm gonna send it to him too. I don't know if he's gonna play them there because he's really busy. But yeah, all the hard work you put into it and everything, and then I get it, I know what you mean. I really love it a lot though. It's really my kind of stuff. I love it. Mwah. Okay. They criticize things like the artwork, for example, when the storyline itself is what I'm trying to convey for someone in my health. It's hard enough to even get out of bed, much less put so much time and money into this for the love of creativity and mostly get hate back. That's relatable. Within several years, once my memory is gone due to neurological degradation, or once I'm dead due to genetic health issues, this will be what I've left behind, but I've already about giving up on writing. It's gotten worse lately too. When did this happen? After one particular person sent me some of the worst hate mail ever, I got mad earlier and sent the program I used to create the visual novels to the recycle bin. Don't let them worry you. Dude, if that actually happened, I'm gonna fucking beat them up for you. I'm serious, 100%. Do you need me to beat someone up for you? What a dick. I hope no one actually did that. Oh my god, that pisses me off so much. What's the point of sending hate mail? Like, fucking send hate mail to yourself if you want to send hate mail, right? Okay, sorry, I'm gonna stop. People like that, their opinions are not relevant. Do what you want to because you want to, because you enjoy it. Exactly. Do you follow this whole do what you want because you enjoy it? Philosophy? Oh my god, I can't pretend I said it correctly, okay. Cassidy smirked and kissed him, her gaze shifting from his eyes to the nearby bed and back again. I'll take that as a yes. Take anything you wish, but do so because you want it and because you enjoy it. He moved her over to the edge of the bed as the candlelight flickered around the room and shadows danced upon the walls. I've just got one question. We've established that you're an extension of my primal thoughts in the game universe. If what I think is going to happen next happens in story terms, would it count as shameless self-insert? Cassidy rolled her eyes, aggressively kissing him as she yanked him onto the bed. And there's the moon. Meanwhile, it's like everything is breaking down. The fabric of the multiverse is collapsing, and I can't do a damn thing to stop it. Can't we just reboot everything like you do when a computer can't connect to the internet, you know? Turn it off and back on again? I don't see how that would work. This goes deeper than that. If I had known this was going to happen, I would have slept with Cassidy and been done with it. At least that way, the multiverse would have ended in our terms. Right, I forgot about that. Well, geez, Mr. Positivity, don't be any more optimistic. And to top it all off, I keep having these damned headaches, which is discouraging since I shouldn't be able to have those at all. Dude, how about instead of standing around like targets for whatever is hunting Saya, we keep searching around the city to see if we can find anything else. Maybe a clue as to her stalker's identity. Good thinking, let's try the club down the road. Last time I was here, I went there before. Christopher suddenly slumped to the ground, disoriented for roughly a minute. I saw Cassidy and myself, well, sort of myself. I looked older. We were in what looked like Mike's cabin, but wasn't. It belonged to me. There was a computer there that was very important. What is so important about a computer? And are you okay, dude? I can't explain it. All I can tell you is that the computer was somehow very, very important in the grand scheme of things, and while I was seeing through his eyes, Cassie and I were slept together? And you didn't destroy the fabric of reality to do it? The person whose eyes I was seeing through, it's like he was me and yet was something more. I experienced every moment, every sensation. I've never felt anything that real before. It's hard to put into words. Here, let me help you, lover boy. And if you can walk, we'll get moving. Mike's right. We don't want to stay here like targets in the middle of the street. There's the nightclub, but we better be careful. No telling what we'll find there. Hopefully not another Slenderman wannabe. Or if there is, I'll just use my charm on her. Saya rolled her eyes and punched Mike on the arm as the ground walked through the door. As the group walked through the door. Why did I say ground? Oh my god. I'm actually pretty excited to see what happens. Oh, it's sexy time, baby. Good morning. Cassidy sat up stretching and yawning on instinct, something that she had never done before. A big reminder that in this place she was truly powerless. Normal for the first time in her existence. She wasn't sure if she liked the feeling or not. However, this seemed to be an experience full of firsts for her. So, is this what they call the morning after? She smiled playfully, cuddling against his body as she caught her hand unwittingly playing with his hair. I guess so, he grinned, kissing her nose. They started into one another's eyes for a few seconds just before Cassidy leaned over to kiss him again. We need to figure out why the worlds inside the game are breaking down. I can tell you that nothing that I've done should have caused that. Then again, I didn't know that what I was creating was real. Well, you know now, obviously. Obviously, he grinned, kissing her on the nose. I suppose that last night was an expected plot twist for you? Very much so. I didn't write any of this into the storyline. Let's see, how could the words inside of my writing be breaking down? Think about everything that has happened lately. Anything that could be normal in your routine? Is it possible? Could it be that? No. What ideas are running through your mind? Could it be that a combination of factors have caused this? My waning health plus my lax writing and the final straw of deleting the program that I created the visual novels with? Let's find out. They made their way over the computer desk to the chairs. The chair was tipped over across the room, no doubt as a result of Mr. C's frustration. He elected to just stand and work. Let's see, we'll start by removing the program from the recycle bin. Click, click, type, type. Cassidy watched curiously. Next, we'll restart the coding program, and the computers came to life with images and characters that were quite familiar to Cassidy. Mr. C continued typing at feverish pace and entering things that had happened and catching the story up to the current point, including Cassidy's unexpected detour here. Chris, I feel strange. That may be a good thing. Continued typing. What's happening to me? I think that you're becoming more like your lovely in-game abnormal self. Must be the coding catching up to you. This is a nice twist of the story. I'm really enjoying this a lot. Cassidy felt a tide of tremendous energy rising inside of her, and she began quivering slightly. Mr. C glanced over his shoulder, seeing Cassidy's power surging through her. He felt a bit of fear, but pressed on regardless, shifting his attention back to the computer screen. Tap, 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 click! There we go, baby. That ought to do it. I'm being pulled away. It's been enlightening. Remember, do the things you love for your own happiness, not the happiness of others. The rest will fall into place. Hell yeah, 100%. I love that. I'll miss you. Mr. C frowned, and his fears had arrived. Cassidy was starting to fade out, no doubt. To return home, he quickly broke this into the storyline of his current visual novel, then paused to kiss her. Cassidy Solaris took some energy from Mr. C during the kiss, though just enough to get her back wherever she came from. She began to fade from his view, and sadness permitted him through. He now knew that it would be okay. On the page of the visual novel, he wrote, Cassidy Solaris took some energy from Mr. C during the kiss, though just enough to get her back whenever she came from. She began to fade from his view in sadness. Okay. Now that I know you're real, I'll make things a bit easier on you guys from now on. By the way, the person who's trying to kill Saya, who has the other entities, is actually abruptly. She faded completely, returning home right before he was able to finish vocalizing his thoughts. Well, how's that for timing? Of course. I guess I'm going to finish this one and then work on the Faceless God. He picked up his dusty office chair from the floor across the room, and he sat down at the computer and continued working on the visual novel Arcane City, Saya no Ikari. What happened? You vanished for a few seconds. Totally not enough to find the version of Christopher that you were looking for? I was gone quite a bit longer, and yes, I found him. The walking mind of Azathoth. What? You were able to communicate with him? Indeed, and based on that, some changes to things may be coming. Let us find the others without delay. As we walked into the club, it appeared vacant, although it wasn't in the same state of decay that the rest of the city was expecting. Hello? My voice reverberated off the walls of the large nightclub. Echo, echo, echo. Seriously? Great way to give away our position. There's someone in here. I was just testing the building's soundproofing. Chris rolled his eyes. Mike, always the smartass. We headed for the other side of the club by the bar. An uncomfortable silence swept the building. Then the sound of footsteps intruded from somewhere within the dark interior. Guys, look, there's someone here. The person was far away in the middle of the club and couldn't fully make out their appearance. Who's there? Silence. The figure seemed to stare at us like an angry statue full of concept. You think that you're unbeatable? Ha! You think that you're gods? You think that gives you the right to trap me in a dream state and mentally torture me, Chris Saffron? I'll show you what a true god is capable of. You know what? Like from some of the earlier games, like when we were like it felt like purgatory. Remember there was all those blue balls and that person kept going back to the same thing at the scientist place? It's been a while, so I'm like having a hard time with the details. That kind of felt like torture, so I kind of get this person. What are you talking about? I don't even know you, much less have I ever trapped you in a dream. The figure held what appeared to be a hatchet in one hand and some kind of large jewel in the other. He clapped his hands together and suddenly a beam of strange energy blasted forth, aimed at Mike. And just like that, Mike was gone, dropped to the ground as if ragdoll, no longer alive. Who could have this much power? No! Lithinia ran at the mystery figure, having just entered the building with Cassie as Mike was killed. He took his axe and swung, cutting deep into her side. Blood poured from the wound as she fell down. Cassie ran to her fallen comrade's aid as the unknown assassin made a hasty getaway. Chris, meanwhile, was kneeling down by Mike in angry tears. I'm going to torture that person endlessly once I regain my power to find out who they are. Putting them in a nightmare sounds like a good idea, actually. He stood walking over Cassidy and Lithinia, fists clenched in rage. How is she? She's lost quite a bit of blood, which shouldn't be possible. By that note, Mike shouldn't be dead either. None of this makes sense. Lithinia's wounds just kept getting worse and her body absorbed her skin. Blood, amongst other things, spread out on the floor from the wound. What the fuck's going on? I'll be fine. Just bring me some cookies, a candy bar, and Mike, she cried, and her voice was quite fragile and weak at this point. Rest now. We'll find the other one who did this. The one who did this. Lithinia continued to disperse into a large pool of blood like fluid on the floor. I was uncertain of if she was dead, alive, or somewhere in between, so I went and offered Cassidy and Chris a hug, which they accepted. What now? Now we keep moving. We can't stay here. He pointed to the window through the door. A white void was at the horizon, encompassing everything and getting smaller. The universe was collapsing. I thought that was when your counterpart said that he was going to change things. It would be for the better. Apparently, I was incorrect. It doesn't matter. We have each other. We've got to get the hell out of here. Chris stood up, offering Cassidy a hand as he brought her to her feet. The remaining three of us ventured out from the building. Chris used the last of his energy to open a portal to our home universe. Shh. Thank you for letting Sai and I stay at your new place tonight, Christopher. I don't feel comfortable with any of us being alone. I just can't believe what happened today. We lost our best friends, and they shouldn't be gone now. I'm basically powerless to top things off. I know none of this should be possible. I feel my power floating away from me as well, and there's nothing I can do about it. Cassidy assertively moved onto Chris's lap. So if the universe is ending anyway, doesn't that kind of throw this moral compass, no sex with Cassie thing of yours out the window? Wait, what do you mean? If everything is going to be destroyed anyhow, I have one request. Yeah, fuck it. I want you before I die. That's all I've ever wanted since I first met you. What about all the other warnings about everything being destroyed? If we make love, like I said, if everything is ending anyhow, what does it matter? She has a point, Chris thought to himself. They were basically at dead end on fighting their adversary, and it was the fourth quarter of a ball game with them in a bad spot. Come here, you. He pulled her to him as she passionately began kissing him like there was no tomorrow, because in this case, there really was no tomorrow, and they would no longer exist soon. More than likely, all of the other universes and the multiverse had been erased at this point. Only this one remained. No tomorrow, indeed. I love you, Christopher, with every fiber of my being. I loved you before I was reborn, back when I was Sierra Wind, and it's never stopped. Editor's note. See the Evan Larkin sitting my... Oh, yeah. She proceeded to yank off his robe aggressively as she pulled her long pajama... When I say tongue? I'm dirtier than the actual story. Pajama shirt off of her. Love you too, Cassidy. If there was a time I'd ask you to marry me when you were Sierra Win. That whole thing kind of got cut short. Enough talking. Oh shit, is that the ending? God. Error in line 777. Memory overload. The end! Or not. Oh, thanks, 8. I have goosebumps! Why you do this to me? God damn it! Good morning. How are we still here? I could swear that I felt the universe wink out of existence for a moment. Cassidy slugged Christopher on the shoulder playfully before kissing him. That's how you know it's awesome. It was awesome. Chris laughed loud. That's good. Good morning. Wait. Something seems different this morning. Oh wow, did you guys finally have... Chris interrupted me before I could finish my words. Yes, so much for keeping it a secret for like 5 seconds. I ran and opened the windows, yelling as loudly as I could. Hey world, plot twist, guess what? Chris and Cassidy finally did it! Cassidy let out an uncharacteristic laugh as I walked over to the couch and flopped down with them. Now can we go hunt down my stalker? Sounds like a plan to me. Where do you go find him? You should know that better than anyone, the location where everything began and ends. We're here. Come out, you coward. Oh, so you decided to bring Saya to me after all, eh? Monsters, every one of you, masquerading as humans, now I'm going to be all-powerful through... Once I use the shining trap Zohazra to absorb the rest of you deities, everything will be mine, including killing Saya and bringing her back to life over and over again for what she did to me, unfeeling piece of trash. She left me to fucking asylum to rot. Oh! You look at Chris contempt. The first to kill her will be you two, so maybe she'll feel a hint of betrayal that I have known due to her actions. Now where is she? Yeah, so about that. Go screw yourself, kid. By the way, an axe, really? Can you at least pretend you know how to use a weapon from the 21st century? Do you really think this is a live-action RPG? You son of a bitch! Kidneys all began to launch forward as a transformation occurred with both Cassidy and Christopher. Ooh, I want to see. That blue man, did you really think that we weren't wise to this Fuminobi Saka? You have known your scheme this entire time. Do you think that I, the Avatar Yog-Sothoth, am oblivious to anything that happens with my mom? Sorry, I thought I heard something in the back. Fumiori stopped in his tracks, second-guessing himself. Also, child, we have some associates of ours who are just dying to say hello to you. Cassidy is badass, I love her. Yeah, I love them. Did you seriously think that you could just use the shining Trapsodron against me? It's one of my many masks. Congratulations, though. It was easy to lead you to your ruin, arrogance, monk. This is cool. This looks cool. Look at that. I love that. Love the music, too. So, Nigurath, I wonder if his bones will crush like a candy bar. Fumiori became terrorized with fear as the shining Trapsodron vanished from his hand. I'm sorry, Fuminori. I plunged my blade through his body. He let out a scream, dropping his weapon as I pulled the blade back out. He crumpled to the ground, crying. I felt terrible. I loved him, and he cared about me so much that he took things the wrong way. Fuminori, I would have eventually returned for you. I never stopped loving you. You treated me with kindness when nobody else did. People thought of me as a monster. And now I'm the monster trying to destroy everything because I was hurt. I wanted to make you suffer for it. I looked at the rest of the group, and Latinia gave me a wink and a nod. I took this as it's okay to heal him, so I did so with both my mind and body. Blue Man erased the memories of all the terrible things that Fuminori had done from his mind. 2 hours later. Ooh. Yay! We had caught Fuminori up to speed on the events, which has transpired. He was genuinely sorry, but I had convinced the others that since everything had been undone thanks in no small part to that blue man restoring the destroyed and collapsed universes, that there was no real harm. So where are you guys off to? The version of Earth Universe M. It looks uneventful and boring. I wouldn't mind uneventful, plus that world's version of Fumiori's aunt left him with a huge inheritance, so money You realize that if you guys sleep together a lot, you'll wind up blooming it and turning all of the humans on that planet into your species, right, Saya? Both Fumiori and I blushed, quite embarrassed. Cassidy fixed that little issue. Not that I would mind having a planet full of creatures like me someday. Well, the good thing is that we've gotten most of our missing entities back home where they belong, -1. The king in yellow is still missing. Apparently that wasn't Fumiori's doing. I know exactly who's behind it, and you'll never believe it. Fumiori had a partner in crime when he was on his revenge spree. I'll give you a hint, Mike. Jealous Valley girl who I met at the tavern. That frickin' tavern. Luckily, I saved you from that awful excuse for a date. She wouldn't shut up. I feel sorry for the king in yellow. She's probably talking to him to death. Not to mention, she poisoned me on our wedding day when I was still a Sarahwind. Well, even though I erased the attack on my old school from history, I pushed the delete key on cult leader Siddiqui somehow or another. She was still insane and kept some of the power that those creatures imbued her with. Also, now that I'm up to full power, Mike, I know that your cousin, Matt has to Ake the king in yellow. Sorry, I kind of overlooked telling you guys about that, but if Melissa Valley Girl is talking his ears off, I'd still like to see a video. I guess we do need to go rescue him at some point. I hate to break up the poking fun at Matt, but do we just walk through that mirror to travel to Earth on Universe M? Yes, and feel free to visit us on occasion. I smiled as we walked through the portal. That's a nice little story. So you two sleeping together was a one-time thing, right? I mean, technically, it saved the multiverse by rebooting it, and it was kind of a Deus Ex Machina. It didn't kill anyone. Well, it's about time. Well, I guess there is no consequences. Wait a minute, this music that is playing. I like this song. Isn't this that Sergei Ibug song that was in the epilogue of Soviet Games visual novel Everlasting Summer? What? Never mind, but if you never played it, it's free and it's awesome. By the way, there might be one slight consequence of our mating. What's that? I'm now bearing your child. What? That's impossible. I thought so too. What's the expression? Surprise! That was awesome! Surprise! Good job! Oh, hell yeah, dude! That was awesome! You guys are amazing. I love this. Thanks to those games for being nice enough to loan us characters from Sayano Uta. H.P. Lovecraft. I love H.P. Lovecraft. Good job. That was so fun. I'm pregnant. Our homie Elrenia? Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh my god. You're gonna make me cry. Anyone who has understood, we have had some bad characters on board our projects. Finally got that mess straightened out, thanks. Clingfish snobs, and there are even more Clingfish moderators from a certain website. Yep, fuck those fuckers. Great music too. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. You guys didn't have to put me in there. I love this series so much.
This is the best song you ever heard.
Baby, I love your face.
Guitar solo time.
We promise we'll do our best to get this done eventually for all 5 of you who like our
That was
games.
the best guitar solo
There's
you
more
ever
than 5
heard.
people that like your games. Hell yeah! That was so good! Thank you all for playing and for your support. Oh my god! I actually I'm so happy you guys made another game and didn't give up. Ugh. Okay, alright. That was amazing. I'm definitely gonna keep playing these games. I'm gonna add this jewel to my playlist. Oh my god. Can I just say, from when I first started playing this, what was it? Was it 2019 or 2020? I showed it at the start. I already forgot. I feel like I've been playing your games for 4 years because I'm so into the story. I have to say this was the best one, but I don't know if I'm saying that because I'm really into it. And I really know the past and all the characters and everything. That's why I like this one so much, because it was kind of a little happy ending. And I like that you showed the creator of the game and everything. Oh my god. Mwah, mwah, mwah. It was so good. Thank you so much for letting me know. I'm so excited about this. I'm going to share this on everything like usual. This really made my night. I love that. and just keep doing your thing and fuck what people say. I love it, and I think it's awesome and different, and that's the only reason that I keep playing this, and I love it so much. Alright, typical good night speech. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys like this kind of content, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And I'll see you next time. Sweet nightmares.